Hello, Aries. Elsie here to do a reading for you. Just want to give you a reading, some energy for the last couple of days before the new year. We're going to look at what you should be leaving in the past, what you should be leaving in 2022, Aries, and what you can look forward to in 2023. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the past and what you need to leave there. Then we're going to look at the future and what is coming. And then we're going to build a bridge. We're going to see how you're going to get there. What is it that you need to do to get to whatever's coming up for you in 2023? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I hope you're well, my friends. If you're interested in a private read, please look into the description. I am running behind for those of you who are waiting patiently for readings. I will be getting into some of those tonight. Thank you for being patient with me while I had some time off with my family over the holidays. All right, here we go. What is Aries leaving in the past, please? What should Aries be leaving in the past? All right. To be fair. All right. Interesting. Maybe it's time for you to just stop letting people walk on you. Maybe it's time for you just to make things fair. You just need to speak your mind. I feel like there is still time left in December to do that. Got card number 38. Yeah. To be fair. I feel like you're balancing things out. I feel like 2022 was a year of balancing things out. It probably also was the year, Aries, that you realized that you're a spiritual being, because we have 11 here, 8 and 3, right? And I feel as though now you have realized that you need to, the things that you've learned in 2022 need to be spoken about. Whatever's on your heart, whatever, throat chakra, heart chakra, we've got, somebody who's got a lot of wisdom or knowledge that's coming in through the crown chakra. Here we have an owl. So owls also indicate transformation or death. So something, I feel, well, of course the year is ending, but I feel like there is some sort of a way that you deal with people, Aries, is what I want to say, that you always deal in a fair way, to be fair. But I feel that you're more than going to be fair. I think that going into 2023, you're going to be more honest. And I think that in 2022, you were very much more concerned about keeping things fair, right? You didn't want anybody to think anything bad about you. I feel like in 2022 that you had a lot of downloads that have allowed you to be fair with some people that maybe just didn't, that just didn't deserve it, to be honest. That's what I want to say. I think they think because you are the person who has the downloads, you are the person who is the spiritual one, you are the person who is the fair one. I think that people always expect that of you. Like when people meet me and they understand what I do for a living, I don't act that way because I'm all about a little bit of namaste, a little bit of fuck you. That's how I am, right? So people think that I'm supposed to be like some sort of clergy, and that's not me. That's not me at all. So I think that this is what it's saying to you here. To be fair, you're just gonna leave in 2022 the person who always tries to make everything balance. Yeah, I think it's time for you to think about yourself. This is justice too, right? 11 is justice. So we're looking at clean it up. I feel like you're cleaning up relationships in 2023. I think you're done. You're done with people who are telling you what to do with your time and your money. I feel like clean it up means, I think you're cleaning up the Facebook list. I think you're cleaning up the Instagram. I think you're cleaning up the house. I think you're cleaning it all up. Relationships, right? Card number 21, which it breaks down to a 3. So I feel like you are taking the bull by the horns here, and you're deciding that you're just going to clean it up. Making some big decisions, big, bold moves coming in 2023. Bottom of the deck, we have time for a nap. It's all going to exhaust you. Yeah, it's all going to exhaust you. All the reciprocity, you're exhausted from the reciprocity that you've been having to give other people and making sure that they're at peace. When you're sacrificing your peace and your balance here, the tribe, you might be meeting a new soul tribe in the new year. All right. Let's take a look here. What's bridging this energy here? For Aries, please. How is Aries going from this energy of balance and being fair and trying to keep everybody in balance and making sure they don't step off the path because someone might get mad? I feel like you go into clean it up mode here. You're like, I'm over it. I'm over trying to keep everyone around me balanced. It's time for me to do the things that I want to do. All right, self-limiting beliefs, acceptance, and expansion. I love it. Bottom of the deck is sacrifice. Yeah, there's going to be some sacrifices that you have to make when you're cleaning it up. I'm just saying, you have to sacrifice some things, because if you always did what you always did, you're always going to get what you always got. You have to change the script, flip the script, sacrifice, giving up something now for a future reward. So I feel like you are giving up this whole, I want to say it's a bit of a facade of trying to keep everyone around you in a balanced way. It's like you're the agreeer, or you're the one who smooths it over, or you're the person that they expect to be the one to rescind, or be the one to say sorry first. And I think that's something that you're not into this year, going into 2023. So self-limiting beliefs, negative thoughts are creating a roadblock in your life. Acceptance, past and current situations. Accept the past and current situations, work through issues gracefully, and then expansion. Pursue bigger and greater endeavors. I really feel like this is you releasing, is what I want to say. Releasing your self-limiting beliefs, getting balance in how you kind of pictured yourself in the world and how you move in the world, and the acceptance of that. It's okay that whatever happened in 2022 happened there. It's all for your learning. The terrible, the ugly, the bad, the sad, the ugly cry. It was meant to happen, all of it, because you had to come to a place of acceptance in your life, which is crowning the reading, right? You had to come to a place of acceptance in your life here, along with some expansion here. And once you accept it, you can move forward. I think that the self-limiting beliefs you had were the block. All right. Aries, I hope you're well, and if you're still interested in a private read, I am reading for 2023 predictions in the first quarter, first 4 months, over on Wizio. Look in the description if you're interested in that. Okay, Charlie said we're going up the tea leaves first. Let's do that. Let's do that. I am behind on private reads right now, y'all. I'm going to get as many done as I can before the new year, I promise. I'm working on those tonight. All right, to be fair, pleasure with a close friend. Interesting. This close friend may have been someone who kind of set you straight and said, look, it's time for you to have balance for you. You need to stop those negative thoughts. They're creating roadblocks for you. And I think that might have been when you decided that you were into the acceptance. Accepting everything as it is, because you can't change it. It's not the hill you want to die on. Sadness and anxiety and all that, it comes from being here and wanting to be there, or wanting the situation to be different. Living in the past, wishing you could bring the past to the present. It doesn't work that way. That's not happiness. That's just surviving. Okay. We have scales, keep your life in balance. Interesting. Okay. So I feel like this pleasure with a close friend is the person who gives you the information that you need in order to make this breakthrough. That's what it feels like. There's a breakthrough for you very close to the end of the year. And this breakthrough is what pulls you through to 2023, where you begin to clean things up. We have dogs getting together with friends. Okay. We have dogs here. So you could have dogs. You could be someone who has 1, 2, 3 dogs. Maybe your dogs are your friends currently. Yeah, that's true. Charlie just said maybe the dogs are the only ones that are listening. Yeah, you're tired of being fair. I think you're tired of keeping balance for everyone. It says keep your life in balance, but I feel like you feel most balanced when you're around your animals. If you are someone that does have animals, and if you are someone who is highly spiritual, then you do feel comfortable around any animal. It doesn't matter what the animal is. Horses, cats, dogs, bears, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, what are you cleaning up in 2023? Aries, what are you cleaning up in 2023? Okay. Too much concern with sexual matters. All right. Maybe it's time to get rid of some of the booty calls. I'm just saying, maybe it's time to put the black book to rest. Maybe it's time to clean it up. I think that in 2023, you are no longer, in this expansion here, pursuing bigger and greater endeavors, you're no longer focusing or putting your focus on other people. I think you're focusing on yourself is what I want to say. And cleaning it up, I think you are cleaning up. Maybe you're dating a lot. Maybe you've decided that that's not for you. God, y'all, when you get into my age group, when you get into the 40s and 50s, it's terrifying. It's terrifying and terrible. Okay, beware of greed. All right. So just make sure that you're not working too much is what I want to say. Cleaning it up could also be the finances. Yeah, it says beware of greed. And it could be just that. We've got time to act. It is the time, Lion, Leo, right? It is time to take action like a Leo. And Leos go running at the fire. They sure do. They do everything quickly. And wanting to be seen by others and just showing each other what your strength is, right? Your strength and courage is what it is. It takes a lot of courageous energy to do this here. Yeah. I feel like you're cleaning it up in preparation for a relationship or some sort of a partnership, that you're cleaning up the little black book or the booty calls or whatever it is, because you're considering marriage and you haven't met anyone yet who is someone who fits that bill, dealing or relationship with a woman, blonde or gray or white hair. So you could be thinking about that person, maybe marrying that person going forward, and that you need to clean up some stuff before you can before you're going to be able to manifest that person into your life, Aries. So I feel like you feel that you're supposed to be the bringer of all things, the balance of all things for all people. And I think you make a realization as we are transitioning into 2023, you make a realization that taking care of everyone else around you and not taking care of you is really what the self-limiting belief is. You feel like instead of putting all of that attention on yourself and self-care and self-love, that you've been trying to keep everyone else in your life balanced. All right, let's see what we got here for tarot. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries, please. Tell me about Aries going from 2022 into 2023. We've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Page of Swords. Okay. Charlie just said you're learning to accept what you cannot change. As I pulled the Page of Swords, there is some learning or teachings that you've come across here. That is the acceptance. You've learned to accept the things that you cannot change, or accept that you cannot currently have a conversation with this person. You want to speak to somebody, I feel. I think you want to give an apology of sorts, or maybe just show them your emotion, show them a little bit of emotion. I feel like this is part of the pursuer of the greater endeavors going into 2023, that you're pursuing more emotional connections rather than being with people that you don't want to be with. I feel like you are cutting down your list of people that you actually are going to see face to face. We have the King of Pentacles. You might be looking for a mate, as the tea leaves said there. You might be looking for marriage, stability. We've got Two of Cups. Yep, somebody's looking for love here. Ooh, look at that. We've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. So somebody here isn't only looking for a person, they are looking for the person. They're looking for the soulmate. They're looking to fall in love with the soulmate. I wonder if you know who that is already. For some of you, you will know. Some of you, you won't. You are showing up to each other as the King and the Queen of Pentacles. I know you're a fire sign, but I feel as though the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles are very much on the same page. These two people are in love. You want to give reciprocity to the Queen of Pentacles, who I think you feel is either owed an apology or that person owes you an apology. But when this does happen with this Queen, I feel there is a big expansion. And I feel that you're going to act on it. You're going to tell somebody how you feel. Ooh, that's kind of exciting, Aries. You're going to tell somebody exactly how you feel. You've been watching them, and I think that you've been watching them grow gracefully. I think that you're in an acceptance of who they are, and then an acceptance of that you're actually in love with them. That's what it feels like. Four of Cups. You're waiting. The Chariot, you're not going anywhere. 7 of Cups, it's very overwhelming because you have a lot of opportunities. 8 of Cups, but you're closing the door on those opportunities. 8 of Cups is you're walking away from the 7. Yep, I don't want these opportunities anymore. I want the one. Yep, the one that loves me. I want to love that person. All right. Where do we go next? Okay. Let's look at some Lenormand here. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You ready to take the risk, Aries? You're ready to take that risk, I believe. You're ready to roll the dice. You're ready to take a risk. And I think that risk is going to be in December. You may reach out to someone before the year is over because your self-limiting beliefs were part of, I cannot give this queen reciprocity. And I feel like that you feel it's very risky business to reach out to this person because you know that through watching them, that I feel that this person's been working through their own things gracefully and you've been watching them do that. Because you're the leader. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I can't. All right, so there's some profound sadness here. There's some profound sadness once you get a really good bird's eye view of what's been going on here. And I think that you realize that either you or them have been wearing a mask. It's time to take off the mask and show somebody what you're feeling, to show somebody, feelings of love, not necessarily just notes and things like that, not necessarily just having, coffee. I think that somebody here, the orchids are about true love, right? It's about everlasting. Yeah, these orchids are also etched into the glass in the background, if you see there. I feel like this card is telling me that there is someone who is going over a third party. I feel like, Aries, you might be dating someone and you're looking over the situation wondering if it's for you. I feel as though once you do look it over, you realize that either you and your person are wearing a mask, and it's making you sad. That this person can't be authentic, it can't live their authentic life. Right. Oh, yes. Right. All right, let's take a look at this risk here, because the bear is the leader. The bear is the one who forages forward, forages the path. When the snow falls, right? There is no one with a shovel to make a path for the polar bear. The polar bear does it themselves. They will walk in snow that is, up to their shoulders if they have to, in order to make a path for their cubs or whatever that are coming behind them. The one thing I do know, living in my province, which is called Manitoba, the northern part of Manitoba, I live in the southern, but the northern part of Manitoba is Churchill, and that's where the polar bears are. And what I do know about the polar bears is if they do catch your scent and they want you, that they will never drop your scent. So that means you could go visit Churchill and maybe this bear tries to get to you and picks up on your scent. But if you leave for a year and come back, that bear is going to pick up your scent again. This leader, this bear, does not drop a scent at all, ever. Yeah, when they want something, they get it. Yeah, that's what I believe is you. I believe that you are the person who's going to get it. We've got card number 15, which is the devil. And so I feel like you're having a hard time moving forward, that you're carrying a lot of burdens. 10 of wands on the bottom right-hand corner. You're carrying a lot of burdens, but you're moving forward anyway. I feel like you are moving forward toward love because we do have 5 and 1 is 6. All right. So somebody's taking a risk to bridge the silence here. I feel that, Aries, you may have walked away or been silent with someone, disconnected from them emotionally, and you're now ready to take a risk of reconnecting with them, to forge a path that you've never been on before. I feel like you're a person who has a hard time saying sorry, who has a hard time going forward to someone when you feel like you've been wronged. And I feel like you have decided, looking at the lion, that it's time to act. Look at these guys. It's time to act and move forward. We're going to go into the extension here. We've still got so much to talk about here. So we have getting together with friends. So of course, that's no big revelation, right? New Year's Eve is coming up. To be fair, I want to know why you felt that you were the person that had to keep everyone in balance, because I think that you're abandoning that idea that it's your job to keep everyone around you in balance. And I think that you are now focusing on the self in 2022. So for the end of this year, I feel like you're focusing more on your self-limiting beliefs. I feel like you are going to have some reciprocity or want to have reciprocal conversation with this Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like you two are showing up both as Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could have it in your chart. You don't have to, but mostly I think that they're showing up this way for each other because they're both balanced financially. They both know what's up. They're both two people who are looking for a mate. I feel they're each holding one pentacle. And I feel like there is love here. There's complete and total love. We're going to talk about that more as well. And what is this communication here? Because somebody wants to communicate who's learned some things about you or you about them. It's about the expansion. It's about starting with, hello, I'm sorry, or starting with opening up just a little bit emotionally in order to get to the Queen of Pentacles. You're cleaning it up. What are you cleaning up? You're cleaning up something as you go into 2023. You're leaving this behind, by the way. You're no longer going to be pandering to people who are using you to get balance, who are codependent on you, so you will give them balance. I feel like you're cleaning it up. I feel like you're cleaning up your friends list. I feel like you're cleaning up everything in preparation for this new year. This new year is going to be a bang out one. So if you want to come to the extended, we're gonna talk more about this. We're gonna throw out some more oracles on it here. There is a link in the description below. It's the first link as always, and I will see you there if that's what you would like to do. It's going into the 10 of Cups. I'm just saying. It is going into all of it. Let's talk about that. I'm going to go for now. Thanks, Aries. I'm out for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.